Hey, how you doing? Hey, Squirrely. Hey, Cherry. Beautiful day today. Got of course, my GoPros going. This is the little park right downtown, Irons Park. Beautiful little park. Come on. Hey, babe. Now this is West Branch, Michigan, about 185 miles northwest of Detroit, northwest. Yeah, it's really pretty. This is a normal November. Here comes Wild Girl. Come on, Wild Thing. Oh, yeah, feeling good today, huh? All right, Wild Thing. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it, Chair? Daisy loves the cold weather and the snow. Now, the one I uploaded last night, that's more for sound than looks. There's about 20 people, regulars that I have, that use them to sleep, believe it or not. Yeah, she's the greatest dog ever. Seriously, I got so lucky to get her. Everybody likes Daisy. That place I went for Thanksgiving, they said, if you ever need a home for Daisy, count us in. Super smart, no problem. Hey, Pug. Oh, 3 German Shepherds, huh? Wow. Come on. Yeah, Daisy was I think I'm the third or fourth owner. Third at least, but I think fourth. Hey, hon. Wow, good day today, huh? Having fun, hon? Yeah, I like this weather. Hey, Julie. I didn't. She was at a shelter. A family got her, had her about 2 months. Then they had a baby, and they said she was acting weird. Then they gave her to my. I don't know if that was her given to the shelter by someone that had her. I'm not really sure. So that was 2 owners there. One for sure, unless she was given up at a puppy. And then my neighbor got her, and then I got her. Yeah, she's having a good time. She loves this weather. Look at this beautiful scenery today. No, I wasn't going to take Daisy, actually. I had too many greyhounds that I rescued that were a pain in the ass. They died within about 11 months of each other. And then I had to put my sister's dog to sleep. King Charles Spaniel, I think they call him. It was just like, plus I was like, I love dogs and all that, but, there's a lot of things I don't do because of a dog, but I kind of got a guilt conscience, and actually, I said I didn't want her at the beginning, and then I went back and got her. I'm glad I did. She's a great dog. Yeah, she's been like the best dog ever. There's nothing could compare to her. Super smart, no problem. Take her everywhere. Everybody really likes her. It wasn't like that for quite a while, though. She was a big biter. Couldn't get her groomed. First vet didn't want me bringing her there. Hey, Daisy! Come on. She really loves this kind of weather. Hey, Brian. It's a cute little park, isn't it? Hey, Pug. Oh, yeah, that can happen. I know. I wanted to see Michigan lose. What a disappointment that was. But that's the good thing about college football. You never really know. That it's so weird, almost like the bookies get to these people. I think it kind of negates the Michigan State win. Hang on. Have a good day, Cherry. Go this way, hon. Come on, Daisy. Come on, hon. Hey, Faye. I told you West Branch, a beautiful little town. This is the park downtown, Irons Park. They have a lot of events here. I'm telling you, man, it's like Andy and Mayberry. People don't lock their doors. Anybody still wondering why I don't want to go down to Detroit and get murdered? Oh, yeah, I know people really into that sports betting. Come on, hon. Hey, this way. Hey, this way. Come on. Let's party, hon. Now, there's a famous place about, I've been there before. I was there in the fall, 60 miles north of here, Hartwick Pines. Today'd be a perfect day for Hartwick Pines. Wow. What part of Ohio are you going to go to? Everywhere is expensive now, even here. Nothing's cheap anymore. I see an Astrovan. It's not the all-wheel drive. It's only got like 4,000 miles on it. They're asking 16,500. It's in Ohio, Indiana, someplace. I bought two Astrovans at the same time, and they were 17,000 each, and that was in 2003. Now there's all sorts of them selling for 10 grand with 200,000 miles on them. Yeah, she really likes it. It's only like, it's right at 32, barely. So it's perfect for her, you know, she's not freezing her ass off. I've let her hair grow out long. They do have, people ask me, they do have trout in these streams. Yeah, 17 grand. Yeah, that one they're asking 16 grand. If you Google it, all-wheel drive, it's in Indiana. It's nice looking. I mean, it's cool, but here's the problem with that. And that is that you can't insure those for full value because they don't meet the historical a dollar amount. and nobody's going to give you. They're going to give you a blue book, which has went up, but it's definitely not 16 grand. So basically, like I don't have collision on mine. I've had to pay for a couple wrecks out of my pocket, but I'm still way, way, way ahead of the game. That's why with my Astrovan, I don't care what it needs, transmission, engine, radiator, fine with me. I am so far ahead of the game with what they're getting for cars now that I don't really care what goes wrong with it. I'm fine with it. I just pay the bill. I mean, I'm not really into cars that much, but it's that 4.3 engine, which is like world famous. Whoever designed that and gets credit for it ought to be in the Engine Hall of Fame. It doesn't burn any oil. Got the original radiator, original trans. Now I have maintained it, but it's bulletproof. Now the body's getting a little shaky, but I'm telling you, the older I get, the least interested I am in about stuff like that. If you gave me a brand new car right now, I'd sell it tomorrow. I don't want to like like the working girls in Detroit say they don't want the responsibility of day-to-day living. I don't want to be worried about a car anymore, getting a scratch in it, spilling my latte coffee on it in it, Daisy having an accident in it, out there at a parking lot looking to see if a shopping cart hit it. Forget all that, man. I hit Chuck Cole so hard I think I knock my fillings out sometimes and just smile down the road. Yeah, no way I'm getting a car payment. I don't have a house. I haven't had a car payment, a house payment forever. That's how I'm able to just dick around, sleep in, stay up, drink dragon's milk. You got it made, if you ask me. I mean, no matter what you're in, you get sick of it. I know I do. I've had it made before and left only to jump into a big pool of bullshit. Why? I couldn't answer it. Yeah, I got lucky, man. Plus, I got that thing in Florida. I tell people, man, they talk about hard work and all that stuff. I was just talking to the guy that runs the big boy. He's really done well. And we were talking about what a myth hard work is. It's just like lying about the Native Americans during Thanksgiving when the first settlers came over. It's right up there. That hard work's a bunch of bullshit. You need to be lucky in the right place at the right time. Buy something. I got lucky in the 80s, and basically that's how I've been able to just fuck off, to be honest with you. I should probably be, honestly, if I was a shrewd investor and like a smart guy, I'm not really interested in like, everything's not money, money, money. You know what I mean? It's not that big a deal to me. I know you need it, but I'm not interested in like doubling my money and all this bullshit. I just want to like not do shit. Stay up, drink dragon's milk. If I want to take a trip, I take one. If I want to get, like yesterday, I thought I'll go get a lamb roast. No big deal, $40. But I don't want to be like, worrying about what stuff costs. If you gave me $10 million, nothing would change. I like giving money away, giving people gifts. I don't. I'm glad I'm like this. Look at all the ducks. Those are some big mallards right there. Hey, funny. I just went and got this coffee, and as I was driving by, I see a big buck right off the road, putting his head up, looking around, then laying back down. I got some video of it. He's right in the middle of town there, and hunting season's going on now, full tilt. I hope he stays there, but he's getting up. He looks around, then he lays back down. It's cute, really. Maybe a 8-pointer. Now, I did have a little financial problems about 4 years ago, and that's because a guy defaulted on a $500,000 loan. And what got me was I was cash poor. I had all sorts of assets, but I couldn't sell any of them, not for what I had into them. Plus, I had some commercial buildings I couldn't sell, and I'm still paying the taxes on them. So once I got lucky and sold one, I was home free. Where I really got the luckiest was, this shows you how shit lucky you get. So I start out as a private detective, accidentally, just got lucky. And I had a job at General Motors in security. And within 6 months, I was making more part-time as a PI than I was working a salaried position at GM, so I quit. And I worked and hustled, and I think within about, now I'm not bragging, I'm just giving you an example of how lucky you get. So this would have been like 1981 I started it, and by 1985 I was making about 200 grand a year as a PI. Pretty much all insurance work. Then I got married in 86, and then I just kept making more money. And it just got to where it was like got so easy. We paid off our house, we bought some property, and I jokingly said to a couple guys, one guy pitched for the Tigers. He's a hell of an athlete. He was a pitcher at University of Michigan. And the other guy worked for me for a long time. It's like, well, why don't you guys buy me out? So I was sick. You know, it's true. Familiarity breeds contempt. That's no shit. You just get it. Like I had it so made at a relatively young age that I got bored with it. So like a total lunatic, this is true too. This wasn't any planning. I said, well, I didn't even like Florida that much. I said, why don't we go down to Florida? I was into parrots a little, not a lot, like I had 5. Why don't we go down to Florida and, look at places? So I went to Florida, moved to Orlando. I was building a new house in Buena Vista. It's like 420 grand or some nutty, crazy dollar amount. And one of my dogs, pit bulls, killed one of my parrots. I was renting a place in Kissimmee. So we went down to South Florida, Loxahatchee, West Palm Beach area, and I saw these parrot breeding operations. I thought, hell, man, maybe I'll try breeding parrots. I like being outside. I won't have to kiss anybody's ass. Yeah, it's the opposite. Biggest mistake I ever made in my life. So I wanted to make sure I had enough setback requirement that I wasn't getting into it with my neighbors. You know, parrots are noisy, right? So I bought 20 acres. And it was $10,000 an acre in 1990, the spring of 93 I bought that. And there were properties for sale, and everybody thought $10,000 was nuts, and some sold, some didn't. Then there was an A-frame on there, believe it or not. There was evidently in the chain of owners a guy had stole all the lumber, and we redid that. And then I did something even dumber. I'm giving you these examples just to show you what luck has to do with it. And we built a new bed and breakfast. And everybody said, you're crazy because nobody's going to come out there. At the time, it was dirt roads. Like, yeah, okay, I built it anyway. Then I invested about $460,000 in a parrot breeding operation. Breeding pairs, and then I bought the last big group of wild-caught African gray Congos from Guyana. And set up a parrot breeding operation. No money in it, zero, didn't make a dime. So the bed and breakfast isn't doing shit. Nobody's staying there just like everybody said they would. Property's kind of in. I'm kind of thinking about, I don't know about this marriage thing. Didn't have any kids. So finally I think, well, I think I'm going to, how about we get divorced and you go your way, I go mine. It's like, oh, okay. So, but I'd like to keep this place. It's like, well, good luck. It's pretty damn expensive. She said, well, could we work something out? So we did. I took off to Chicago, and I paid for everything for a year. And about that time, things were coming around. The bed and breakfast started breaking even, at least. And about 3 years into it, I didn't have to give any more money. And that was back, I left in 98, and I moved to Chicago. Well, the property kept going up. There was a time we were going to sell it. I said, well, why don't we just put it on the market? She didn't want to sell it, just to see what it'll bring. No offers, none, zero. Then the crash happened. You couldn't give it away. So this whole time I've been gone since 98, and this thing has gotten better and better, and the property's gotten crazy and crazy. So, I still get along with my wife. I'm still legally married. But this shows you how lucky you get. So I just told you how I got into it. Oh, and another thing too. There was a lady that, selling that many birds at once. If you look up on the internet, Susan Clubb, C-L-U-B-B, She was like a world-renowned vet. She's still down there. Her husband left her. It's a long story. I really like Susan. Everybody I know that stayed into birds, maybe after me, went broke, including Susan. And she was a world-renowned vet. They got divorced. They sold the birds. Whenever you're trying to dump something, there's just not that many people around with 450 grand that are going to write a check. They want financing and they want 20% of them free. And you think, well, I'm not doing that. I've got this into them. And you hold your guns and you realize if I don't work out some kind of deal with somebody, I'm never getting rid of these fucking things. And I'm in Chicago and I've got people feeding them. And finally, this lady that inherited this railroad, or it was options or stock or some shit. I just looked her up the other day on the internet. Barbara Hill was her name, from Palm Beach Gardens. She said, I'll take them. It's like, what do you want for them? It's like 450 grand. I said, okay, wrote me a check for 450 grand. I shit you not. So now it's like the worry's over. I got 450 grand. We did have payments on the property and the house, but they weren't bad. So I had a big war chest of cash. I had sold the detective agency for $1,300,000 and I financed it. So I had money, what did I have, about 10 grand a month coming in. So it's like, hey man, the last thing on my mind was work. I'm not one of these guys that takes the money and tries to find to make more. The minute I had a shot at not working, I said, fuck work. I didn't want anything to do with it. So I moved to Chicago, rented for a year, bought a nice condo, and I didn't do shit. Lifted weights and played basketball, went to Alaska all the time, spent like months out west just fucking off. So we tested the market, and I told you, and we couldn't sell that bed and breakfast. So the years have been going on. She's been running the bed and breakfast. I haven't. This is probably the longest time I haven't talked to her. And it's usually, you know, we assign this, we assign that. It's like, yeah, I don't mind. I don't really care about it, honestly. Her mom just died at 96, and I always thought when the mom kicked the bucket that she'd say, hey, look, and I'd give her, here's the thing, and you guys can help me with that. And that is that, how do you figure out who owns what? Couldn't give it away when I left. She's run it the whole time. Now it's like big valued property. It'll work out. I mean, I suspect I'll never see any money from it, which I'd be fine with. If I do, hey, come here, hon. If I do, fine. If I don't, fine. Come here, hon. Over this way, honey. But let me just, this ties into my story on how you get lucky. So I did take it in the ass on that $500,000 default, but I had already collected about 180, and I didn't even pursue it because I knew the guy didn't have any money. So here, for about the last year and a half, she's really cool about it. She says to me, how you doing, Emily? She's really cool about it. She'll call and say, hey, it's one of these deals now where people are making you offers for property even though it's not for sale. You know, that's a good position to be in. There are certain places like that. Traverse City, where I have a place in Florida, San Mateo, California. And even though the country's broke and the middle class is disappearing, there are isolated examples where it's like the good old days. And people, there's been 2 offers in the last 6 months. We don't really, I think we owe like $300,000 on it, maybe. There have been 2 offers in the last 6 months. She'll call up and say, hey, somebody want to make an offer. I say, sell that goddamn thing, man. She said, well, I don't really want to. See, she can't afford my half. That's the issue. It's like, well, don't sell if you don't want it. As a matter of fact, she just built, or is building, a $550,000 barn where the bride and groom can sleep in the top and the horses can run around the bottom. So she's, you know, she's into it. I don't care. But anyway, the one offer was $5.1 million and the other one was $5.3 million. Now you can think, wow, you know, you're so lucky. Yeah, I would agree. Shit lucky. But it goes to show you, I got into that in a dumb way, stupid, no due diligence. Couldn't give it away 2 times. Somehow the bed and breakfast took off because the property appreciated, because I bought, that was the spring of '93. And there's still people if you ever want to sell this, let us know. But like I said to you, I'm not really motivated that way. I've had toys and airplanes and fucked off for 10 years straight. And slept in. I do that now, just not as an expensive way. And I don't know what'll ever happen to that place. My wife's only a couple years younger than me, but good genes. Like I said, the mom just died at 96, so I'm sure she's going to outlive me. So who knows? This place I have here, I paid $75,000 cash for it when I moved here 10 years ago. You couldn't give it away. Bought it from a doctor. There were no condos in this little town. You know, doctors come up here. A lot of them it had to do with residency requirements, foreign medical doctors. And they had to promise to come up to a rural area, so they didn't want to live in any damn 20 acres, you know, cutting grass and stuff. And they had this strip of condos where I live. Now they're selling them for $150, big deal. I don't really care because I'll probably never move again. I hope not. So that just goes to show you how you get shit lucky. I'm the biggest lazy ass that ever lived. And a lot of guys like me, what they'll do is they'll get lucky, things go their way, and then they'll start writing books, or they'll want to give seminars, how to be a millionaire as a private detective, and it's all a bunch of bullshit. And then you go in there and you lie to everybody because nothing else makes sense. If I went in there and said, hey, if I told them what I told you, they're not going to want to pay for that. They're going to say, this guy's lucky, he's not smart. And that would be 100% correct. I am lazy. Look at all the mallard ducks. Lucky. And that's what it is. It's got nothing to do with hard work. But if I was trying to sell books or how to get rich as a PI, I would have to lie about it because nothing else would make sense. You see what I mean? And that's how the self-help, look at all these mallards. That's how the self-help books are in the stores that you buy. It's all a bunch of bullshit. It's how the crime shows are. They get lucky, they solve them, and then they do it backwards and make a good, interesting show out of it. Don't worry, you guys. I'm not going to mess with you. Those are all males. Party on. Stag Club. So it just goes to show you, you know, I've been lucky. And I do have some kind of medical thing, and I'm half crazy too, so I'm not sure which is which. But I haven't felt that good in a while, and I just can't get anything done. I keep threatening to not renew my private detective. I haven't done a private detective case, to tell you the truth, in probably 8 years. I would have some catching up to do. I get sick of things. I get sick of living in Florida, sick of living in Chicago, sick of living here, sick of traveling, sick of the same hobbies. So I'm kind of looking for a plan B. Yeah, aren't they cute? I'm in West Branch, Michigan. Andy and Mayberry. I got my GoPros filming, of course. So, luck's the way to go. Really is. I've told the story of my sister. I got an 81-year-old sister I don't talk to. It's been 6 wonderful years, and a nephew I have nothing to do with. He's got 9 kids that can barely read or write, that they spoiled. They claim that they homeschooled, but they didn't. They were lazy parents, didn't want to take them to school, so the kids just stayed up all night and played video games. Well, he got them thrown out of McDonald's. They had 5 locations. They had 8 at one time, but eventually sold some low-performing stores. Bottom line, she's 81. His wife left him once the money got cut off. They're all broke now. They filed for bankruptcy. And they're all on Medicare and Medicaid. And he just got canned from his second truck driving job. So here I am telling you a story how I got lucky. Now, if you'd have said 20 years ago, there's no way you're going to ever end up with as much luck and money as your sister, I would have agreed with you. They had absolutely killer stores. Locations, everything at McDonald's. And they're all broke now. And here I am not doing shit. So you never know what's around that next bend. And she would have not believed she'd be broke. I wouldn't have believed they were broke. And if you'd have said 20 years ago, you're going to have way more money than those people combined, I'd have said, how? Well, I just told you. And I haven't even cashed in on the one that I just told you about in Florida. And I suspect I probably won't, but I don't really give a shit. Tell you the truth. Oh, good, Bugman. Good for you. Yeah, let me know how it goes. So you gotta get lucky. I say for For every person out there that just hit the Mega Million or the Powerball or a couple million on a scratch off, there's someone out there getting diagnosed with 4-stage pancreatic cancer. I can't explain it. It's just the cards. Some people just seem like a charmed life. I wouldn't say my life's charmed, but I would say that I'm pretty damn lucky. I was pretty, I was in the back of locked ambulances going to psychiatric hospitals a little over 4 years ago. 2 of them. I thought, how in the hell am I ever going to get out of this? I was so depressed I couldn't sell anything. I couldn't bite the bullet and sell it for less than I had into it. Guy defaulted on a $500,000 loan, just got out of control. You could say, well, you got bad coping mechanisms, and I would agree with you. Yeah, I mean, it gets to where, I guess I couldn't cope with it anymore, to tell you the truth. Especially when the SWAT teams ran me off the road. I remember thinking in the back of this cop car, if you'd have told me in the back of that cop car 4 years ago, 2 different times, that you're going to have it made and you're not going to be doing shit 4 years from now, I wouldn't have believed you. I mean, I'm trying to figure out how to make my minimum payment on my goddamn Walmart credit card. And as I learned then, when these finance companies get you, I don't blame them. It's a private company. They want their money back. When they get you by the balls and you're having hard times, you're going to pay the highest interest rates. You're going to be not getting any deals. When you were doing well and you were paying your credit cards off and you were getting those balances down, everything was great. But once they can see that you're not chipping away at the balance and you're making minimum payments, you're fucked. All of a sudden you got a $5,000 balance and they get a hold of you. It's like, Mr. Reed, we've noticed your payment history. We used to think you were a good guy and we sent you a Christmas card every year. But you know what? You haven't chipped away at the balance for 3 years now. So we're lowering your credit limit to $3,000. So now you got a credit card you can't use anymore. You've got a $5,000 limit already. You're close to going through, and now they just lowered it to 3. How in the hell are you going to pay $2,000 to get it down to the 3 to make it available to charge again? You're not. You're fucked. So once that happens to 2 or 3, and then you play the balance transfer game. I mean, if I could pay the balance then, I would have. So you get free interest for a year, and then bend over Billy. Grab both your ankles. Just remember, nothing is free in life, especially when you get behind the 8 ball financially. It can be free interest, free dancing nude girls, free Corvette to drive a year, you name it. You're going to be getting bent over hard. Yep, big time. I got my GoPros going, of course. GoPro. Get a GoPro, you guys. It's fun. See these GoPros here? Oh yeah, there's strings attached. You better believe it. Isn't it beautiful scenery? I agree. Yeah, nice. And no shit, like the way at this point in my life, I don't mind like helping people out. Doesn't not because I feel like I'm like a big shot either. And I don't think that I don't think my problems really changed me. I was kind of always that way. I realize that big old 10-foot dick can come swinging around that tree at any second, and there's not much you're going to do about it. You don't know how it showed up, and you don't know why it won't go away. It's just there. Yeah, this is good. Hey. Yeah, and I honestly, I mean, there is a connection, but it's not absolute, and that is like with the working girls and shit. It's the same shit I was in. I could be there again someday. It isn't like I'm home free now because I don't have a money problem. Something else could crop up. I could fall in love with a blow up doll that's on back order. It could put me in the rubber room again. Yeah. Yeah, I think the attic stuff is just like just another form of, honestly, that stupid shit I told you about with that bed and breakfast, selling, getting lucky, and I mean, it's all same crazy stupid shit. It's just mine got lucky. It was timing. I'll tell you this. I know this for sure. If I started all over again in this new climate, this new setup, I know I couldn't do it. No fucking way, man. I'd be delivering papers and shit for extra money. There's no way I could get that lucky again. The private detective, I did mostly insurance work, and the reason for that is because that's where the money's at. There's no money in doing work for private people. And that piece of the pie has gotten so small. Employers leaving, back to work programs. If you got a job, you're not going to mess it up with some fake injury. I mean, I probably couldn't make it as a PI. And if I tried to make it in any other facet, there's no money in that anyway. I mean, you tell somebody it's $1,000 a day, it's like, oh, you got to be crazy. If you don't catch the guy banging a secretary in the top of one of these picnic tables, he thinks that you're a big rip-off and that you weren't doing your job. I mean, even when people are having, affairs. Hey, honey, you lost? Look at Daisy's having a hell of a good time today. You having a good time, hon? Wow. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, she's a great dog. You playing at the park for kids, hon? Wow. Good girl. You want to go bye-bye now? You want to go bye-bye? Her feet maybe. Wow, you partying, huh? Wow. Yeah, she is a great dog, man. She's like this all the time, just doing cute stuff. Oh yeah, I've been to London, Ontario quite a few, yeah. Believe it or not, I was a hardcore antique marble collector. Handmaids and machine maids, and I would go to the Earth's Ends. There's actually a couple big collectors from London, and they would go to all the marble shows. I guarantee you, Daisy, too, you could take her in any kind of maze, anything. She will figure her way out of there. This isn't a dog that's whining because she's up on top of a step and doesn't know how to get down. This dog is smart as hell. If I was ever someplace I was unfamiliar with and it caught on fire, I'd follow Daisy. You ready to party, hon? Huh? The hell's that shit hanging down on my van? You ready to party? All right, we'll party, hon. Let's go over here, honey. I normally wouldn't have left it running, but Got Daisy's chicken too. Go party on. Nothing really. This is actually more snow than we were supposed to get. I think it's like a couple inches or something. Go on, you hop over? I know it's going to be too hot in here, hon. I'll turn the heat off, honey. Dad, turn the heat off. I know it's going to be too hot in here now. I will. And it is too hot. Hey, Jeff. Blue, did you get any snow at all? Even places around here are starting to kind of get expensive. And there's no, this is great, but if you came up here, if you'd have to get a job making like 10 bucks an hour or something. Now they're calling this Fort Austin. What the hell that means? 70s, no shit. That is crazy. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this, to tell you the truth. This is what it's supposed to be like in November. Man, I don't know how you stand that bark on that beagles. Where I went for Thanksgiving, they had a beagle. Man, that bark would drive me nuts. Philip, he's been around. Yeah, he was around like late at night. He was around the other day. Yeah. He's talking about his cameras and stuff. You'll see him in the comment section. They're tearing down this old hospital here. My buddy's parents donated 400 grand to that hospital like 35 years ago. They're pissed they're tearing it down. I would have slept longer today, but it should warm up and I didn't want to miss this snow. Yeah, I checked out Mackinac. It's not snowing there though. At least it wasn't earlier. I thought of going up there. I looked at the freighters going through Sault Ste. Marie, and that was kind of light too. And actually, the problem is these lake temperatures are too warm, so there's nothing like getting a freighter with a big crusty frozen front end, but the water's too warm. Hey, Mark. Fucking dumbass. I know that guy. I know him. I think he just thought this road's not even plowed. I think he thought he'd just drive right out. He's 86. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Now this is a stop sign a lot of people slide through. It's downhill, and when the cars stop, it melts the snow, and then it freezes again. They have up here what's called a country stop or something, where you don't have to stop all the way. No, I didn't hear that. No, that's too bad. Daisy's having a hell of a good day today. You partying, hon? Oh, that's too bad. Blue, did you hear when I was talking earlier when I was going downtown? There's a big buck laying like in town, right in the middle of some weeds. I just happened to see him stick his head up. I got some video I'll upload it. It's not like the biggest buck, but probably 8 point or something. But he sure picked a good place to hide for hunting season. See that truck just slide? Look. Hey, Jeremy. I look, it wasn't a stop there. He was making a left turn. slippery. Big time. All-wheel drive kind of takes the fun out of it. Wanna go out and go pee-pee? Wanna go out and go pee-pee somewhere? I'll let you know. Daisy's really enjoying today. Daisy's been waiting for this day for a long time. Go ahead, hon, have fun. No, I don't have my snow tires on, nope. Go ahead, party, hon. Go party. Enjoy yourself. Go on. You had enough? All right. Get up there. Go on. Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? There's the old runner. Good girl, hon. You had a good day today. No, not when it's like this. It's got to get down around 0 for her feet to hurt. This is a perfect day for her, actually. Barely snowing. I mean, barely freezing. 32 probably. That's my girl. How you doing, Tori? Expressways are hauling ass, though. Yeah, you couldn't pay me $1,000 a day to live where Meat lives. No way. Yeah, doing pretty well. Daisy like a piece of meat candy. Yeah, she still gets her burger. Yeah, I got her one last night. Yep. Yeah, I agree, Blue. Hey, meat candy, we were just talking about you. Yeah, nothing great. It's no North Pole snow. No, that's how I am, Bugman. Yeah, Michelle. True happiness. There's my meat candy right there. Yeah, that's what I do. Eat at the counter. Don't feel bad. I eat at the counter too, Pug. Yeah, Raven was a sweetheart. Yeah, I thought so, George. No, she's at a different hamburger place now, Jeremy. Yeah, yep. Yeah, she's doing great. Cassie is, yep. I'm not really sure, Michelle. I think Shih Tzu and something else. Yeah, about 8 years, yeah. We're partying on the road, aren't we, Daisy? I can check for you some ammo up here. We have places. I can check for some if you want. Oh, okay. Yeah, some of it, George. Bet you're gonna be hungry, huh, hon? No, I never have, no. My dad was Scottish and my mom was Irish. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, right, Jeff. Yep. I got it. There was a big buck sitting right on, just around in a field next to the gas station. I got some video of it. It would stand up, look around, then it'd lay back down again. No, I don't think so. No, I think he was just playing it safe. Yep. No, I think he's okay. Yeah, I think he was just. I'll go back there later and check, but no, he was stand up, look around, and lay back down. Just screwing around here, Michelle. Oh, okay now. This is West Branch, Michigan. No, I don't think so. I don't think so, Tori. I think he's just hiding out. Yeah, they work. Yep. Nothing. Just taking it easy. Hey, Stephanie. No, we only got a couple inches. A little better, yeah. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Well, I think I'm gonna go down by the lake and read the papers, and it's a crappy cell phone signal down there. So I hope you guys have a good day today. I'll be on later tonight. Maybe. I'm going over a buddy of mine's for dinner. So appreciate you riding around with me today. Hope you have a good day. Well, thank you, Barbara. You have a good day, Stephanie. You too, George. See you, Tori. Bye, Pug. See you, Blue. Bye, Mark. See you, Meat Candy. See you, Brian. See you, Blue. See you, Bugman. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, Barb. Take care. All right. Yeah, sure will.